Hi, welcome back to another video at Planning with Britt. I am going to do a plan with me today for the week of July the 7th through July 13th. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. Okay, so we're doing a plan with me today in my plans by Just Scribble 2025 Horizontal Volume 2 Planner. I'm going to be using a Love Posh Chic Summer Sticker Book, and we are going to use these sheets right in here. So I have company coming, and the goal of that time here will be girls' time. There'll be beverages, there will be pool time, there will be relaxation. That's about all that's going to happen in those few days. So I figured these stickers would be perfect for that. So there's a paper set and a clear set, some florals that match. And then there's some boxes or functional stickers back here. I'm not sure that I'll use those, but they're here if I decide I want to. I also pulled out some washi tape that matches those. I did this with all my Simply Gilded washi tape a long time ago and store them in a drawer that my husband specifically built with the little dividers to hold them standing up. So they're in their file style, kind of like this. And I pulled some Crayola super tip markers that match, and I also pulled a couple of these grid washies. I have no idea where these are from. I've had them for a while, but that's what we're going to add in and use in this plan with me. So let's get started. We're also going to add in my Plan with Alexa tabs. I meant to do that in my last walkthrough setup of my video, and I did not get that done. So I think I can remove these now. I'm pretty sure that I know what I'm putting where at the moment. So, and that will kind of continue as it does for the moment. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to start here. Those sticky notes have left like a residue on my sheet. I'm not the biggest fan of, but yeah. Oh, I do have the white eraser. It's pretty good about taking that kind of adhesive like that off your page. I'm sure it's not going to matter. I'm going to put other stickers and stuff down, but if I have to write over it, it will matter some. I got my Love Posh little cutter. So before we get started, let's work on these tabs. So these little mini tabs are the cutest little thing. I think she calls them super minis. They come from Type A for Alexa, and they just open like that. And so they just slide over the top of your page. If you wanted this one to go here, it could. It probably won't go there for now, but I mean, it might. We'll use the week sticker and we'll actually put it there when we're done writing for today. Oh, that was nice. Definitely laid that down a little crooked. Let's see if I can get it up. Let's grab tweezers here handy. Let's try with those. See if that's any better. Goodness. I don't want to tear the sticker. I just want to move it. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so this would go here like on the week. These were custom, so I got to pick the words that I wanted. When I order a new set, I'm probably going to change some of these words, but some of these for now we're going to work with. So for month, we're going to put this on where the tracker is. I haven't added the items to my tracker yet, but we will be doing that sometime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and list these here, or use this one on this page here. Okay. For the monthly goals are very close to where the monthly tab is. So there's already a month tab, and the monthly goals are right here behind that. So I'm not going to bother with marking those. I will mark, I think I'll use the goal tab to mark the annual goals, or maybe quarter three. Maybe quarter three would be beneficial because that's kind of more, well, that's right behind the tracker. So we'll leave that for now. We'll use the goals on the annuals goal page when we need to reference back those when we're planning new months and new quarters. So we'll grab that for now. So since that's there on that month, and then the quarterly goals are right behind it, okay. We will put a today one on here. So these are called the Super Mini tabs, and you get the choice of vinyl colors. This one is lilac, and then you get to pick the 6 words that go on your stickers. She does caution you about being like, I don't know what the right word is. That's the word tiny. Like the tab is tiny, so choose small words, short letters, whatever. So, and then we'll put list and notes, and we'll just kind of put them in the back. I don't know that we have much that needs to be. I'm trying to think if there's anything else up here that we're gonna reference quite a bit. I may use list here where my content planning is happening for the quarter. We may use that for a list. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the other side of the page. Did I do that to all of them? Are they all facing the right way so that I can see them? Because this one is not. So this one needs to move to this side of the page. And I need to position them where you can see them all. It would help to think through this a little bit before just doing it. If you've been around for long or you know me at all, then this is kind of how things tend to go. So list we were going to put on this page here. Okay. Let's see if we're between those or not. I'm going to have to lay them down to look again, but for the moment, we're going to leave that there. Okay, so month, we need to scoot over this way. List, we need to scoot. Where's the list page? List needs to scoot this direction just a little bit. All right, let's take a peek. That's pretty decent. And then I have a note section that's going to go towards the back. I haven't put anything in my notes pages yet. I'm not sure that I will, or what will end up back there. May really just be like random scratch notes, which is fine. It's perfect to have a place to do that when you need it. So I'm guessing about this area is where we would put notes. I'm going to go all the way close to the edge of the page for that one, I think. It's okay. It's so far back. I think it's fine. And like I said, I'm going to order some different colored ones, some that match the color scheme for this planner a little better. I messaged her this morning to see what she has as far as like, she has some printed ones, and she has a print that I would really like to have on tabs in my planner, but I'm not sure if she's going to offer that. So we'll see what she has to say, and we'll go from there. So let's start setting up some of this week. I'm going to start with a little bit of a tiny bit of my basic weekly plan. I'm going to peek back here to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm still new to using this planner. This is week 2. So we're going to put water plants here. The housekeeper rescheduled from last week because I actually asked her to reschedule because it was rainy and muddy. She normally comes on Wednesday every other week, and I asked her to reschedule for one day this coming week, but she did not tell me what day she's coming. I have blocked off on my shop schedule now Wednesday night to not do any shop works that I can memory keep. I have a ton of that to get caught up on, and so I really need to put some time in for there. I'll weigh in on Thursdays. I stick with Thursday because during the school year, I work Monday through Thursday. I don't work on Fridays. And my weigh-in is a little more accurate at the end of the week because I'm really good during the week about getting my water in while I'm at work and taking care of, you know, just all those kind of things. I eat better there. And I don't usually drink at all any alcohol during the week. So that means I'm not consuming much salt because most of the drinks I drink, I like salt and lime and things in. And so then that makes me a little retaining water so that my weigh-in's a little different than I want it to be. So still doing pull care on Saturdays for the moment because the pull's still up and going. And so we're going to put weekly reset here. I'm also going to put plan. And most of the time, like here, we would deal with like groceries. In the summer, we're kind of lax, so we kind of just do whatever we want. And I shop whenever because I'm not on that strict of a schedule. I've been using this little piece of A5 paper to kind of cover up anything when I write so that I'm not getting anything smudged. I think I want to make tiny stickers for these boxes that say this, and then one that says meals so that I don't have to write that out every week, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. So my focus for this week will be enjoy time with friends. I don't have a list of priorities just yet to write down. It's still a little early to figure that out for the week. And my weekly actions. I will need to do my weekly reflections first and then do weekly actions, new weekly actions for that week. I think I am going to go ahead and put some deco here, here, and here, because there's not any way in the world that I'm going to fill all of that up with weekly actions, and with including the things that I have going on this week already, as far as like company coming and stuff. So it won't be a super goal heavy week. It won't be like I'm trying to do all the things this week also. With the shop not being open, that helps time wise just a little bit. The shop will be back open at the end of this week, though. I should make a note of that on the weekly. So let's do that really quick. So this week is going to be the plan sale starts, and it's going to go all the way through Sunday. That's going to happen. So there'll be, probably should list this here. We're going to put plan sale postings. Sorry for the dog in the background. They're outside and she doesn't feel like she should have to ever be outside, so she is barking. All right, so plan sale post. I know that's going to need to happen. Let's find a deco sticker to put down there at the bottom on both of these things. I don't want to use a really, really huge one, but we're going to start with this one down here. It's cooler with some beverages, because I'm sure that'll be a theme of the week for us. You can set this aside. And then on this other one, I'm definitely going to put some deco over here. And then I will, I don't think that my to-do list will carry this far into this week, so I'm not sure there. And I haven't decided sure about what I'm going to track this week. Probably the same as last week. Last week I put AM and PM meds. Oh, I'm so sorry about that dog. She is ridiculous sometimes. Track water and protein. Also, I'm going to list AM skincare and PM skincare. I've kind of gotten off of that routine also, and I need to kind of slowly start working my way back to getting that under control. I still cleanse and moisturize every day. I just haven't been using like any serums or anything extra. So there's that. So these will be weekly actions over here. Actually, I'll just write it in. I didn't last week, but I think I would like to see it titled weekly actions. And so these will be my Moxie Life actions tied to my goals for the month, and I will color code them with the Moxie Life markers. Some of the dot markers that I used to use and those darker colors are at school, and I have not been up there in a while, but if I have time I may run and grab those markers this week. If not, we'll keep using the lighter colored ones until I do. I'm not sure about priorities or anything else on this spread for the moment, so we're gonna move on to this Monday spread and do a little setup here. All right, so we're going to use some washi and some fun colors to work with here. And I do not know the name of these things or when they were released or anything like that. Like I write things on it like February pre-sale. Which February, which year, who really knows? I usually just pick it by color. So I have people ask me sometimes, like, where was that washi? What is it called? When did you get it? Who really knows? Sorry about that. I'm not just not good at it. I really should make a washi graveyard page in the back of my planner, because I'm gonna have some, since I'm actually kind of using the washi. Let's go back and look at these weeks and see where I put washi. Yeah, we'll start my day off with this here. And sometimes I like to tear washi all nice and straight. Even sometimes I use my finger and just tear it as it is. It really just depends on the mood as it strikes in that moment. So this paper is decently, I don't know what the word would be, but the washi and things stick to it pretty well. Not to where I can't get it back up, but it's definitely not as easy as it is on other papers. Maybe it's not coated quite like the Tomoe River paper is, I don't know. But there's a little bit of issue with that. So I've just been drawing a line down the side here, kind of separating off a section for the shop. That my shop sections will not be heavy this week other than postings, most likely, because that is where we're going to get some things to do. And this is a problem when I use the ruler for the marker, and then it's on the marker, and then I move the ruler across or move it to another page and get marker everywhere. So that's a problem, but I need to move over here with a wipe or a tissue or something and use that to do that, but I haven't as of yet. So I'm gonna put this down here, and that one's ready for Monday's to-dos and things. So I'm likely going to use this, and we'll do the same thing on the rest of these days. I hope that these Plan With Me's are not super boring. I haven't really done this, and so this is kind of new. I do put some stuff down ahead always, but I do also kind of plan as I go through the week, so that kind of has to happen that way. And yeah, so hopefully me putting some washi tape and a couple stickers down is not super duper boring. If you would like to see like plan as I go, kind of weekly style, where I fill it in each day and make a video of that for the full week, I can do that also. That's not really terribly difficult for me to do if it's something you might be interested in. I've not decided on the width of these columns, so every time I draw on a line, it's probably in a different place. So if you're new to me or new to my channel, or whoa, my ruler's not very straight, any of that, then you're gonna see that I don't know if hot mess is the right word, but I just kind of do my thing, and if it's a little, you know, wonky or whatever, like, I'm okay with it. This is just paper, it's planned. You're gonna flip a page in a day or two and move on. And I just don't get too bothered or worked up by it needing to be perfect, because it rarely does. For me, it might for other people, but for me, I'm pretty good with just letting it roll however it comes out. So now I try to fix it and made it worse, and I hate the way the marker writes on top of the whiteout. So either way, it's gonna be that for now. We're gonna find some deco to put down in this corner and then move on. I do know we have something here. I don't remember the exact start time, but it's somewhere between 6 and 7, I think, or 6 and 7:30. So we'll just put it in that area. When I look back at the posting, I can double check the actual time and make sure that we're there for it at the right time. I'm gonna use one of these big florals. I don't know what kind of flower that is, but it's really pretty. All right. And I think we'll use this whole setup for the week. I don't think I'll change to a different set of stickers like I did last week. Last week mostly I did because of changing for the holiday. I like the 4th of July colors and all that kind of stuff, but very briefly. It's not something I would choose as like a color palette, red, white, and blue anytime. So I'll use this little bit lighter blue-green, I think. Actually, let's use some of the thinner washi. Might as well. Trying to use different size washi and different placements so that I'm not building like a huge bump, because I don't care to write on that. I do have a pencil board and I will use it, but I don't really care to write on, like when I put the same stickers in the same place always. And I may need to think about the placement of this deco down here, because that may end up being an issue moving forward when I'm writing on the other side of the page. I don't know. Still kind of new to this planner, but I do try to think about my placement and that I'm not doing the same thing every time because of the washi bump. So what color marker have I used? I use the pink and the green. So we can use the orange one today. I'm not going to draw a very long line because there's not, doesn't look very orange. It looks pretty yellow, right? Orange, yellow. It's fine. There's not going to be too much going on for these days. Thursday and Friday will be a little busier for that. So let's put some deco down here because I really doubt that I'm doing anything timed at that time of the evening during this time. So we'll pick this one and we'll place it here. And if I am doing some time stuff, I can move it over there. It's not really that big of a deal to me. All right, let's see. We haven't used, I did use yellow washi. We haven't used, I did use orange to start. I have not used the pink. We'll go with this little bit thinner pink. Have I used thick, thin, and really thin? All right, we'll go in that corner. Moved in that corner. I guess we'll go back over here and do a little bit of this corner now. And I'm going to tear both sides of this one. I'll put it down here. Again with both sides. Just kind of torn with my fingernail. Okay. There's that. Oh, I have a wrinkle up here in this one. I guess it laid down okay. And we need a marker. I think the only marker I haven't used is the yellow one. So we'll use yellow. And we'll probably draw a line most of the way down because today may be a pretty decently busy shop day prepping for the plan sale that happens the next day. It starts on Friday. I'll cut freebies and get stuff ready to go on this day. And then Friday, oh, I should probably add some deco down there. We'll use another one of these like floral arrangements. Can I use this? I'm going to partially stick it down and then I'm going to use my scissors and do some cutting here so we're not running off the page to the other side. All right, and then Friday. I've used all of the washi colors and I think I want to use the orange again. For whatever reason, I'm really feeling this tangerine-ish color right now. I like it quite a lot. I don't know if you can tell when I'm pulling that up that it sticks down pretty well. Not to the point of pulling up the paper that you can't get it up without making a mess, but it definitely sticks fairly well. Could be the washi, could be because it's a little bit, who knows how old, so maybe the washi's just got a weird stick to it, but I think it really is the paper. And it's not bad, it's just different. So I have never used this Cosmo Airlight paper till now. So it's definitely new for me. Okay, I'm gonna go down the page again here. We'll probably go full length down this time as well because this Friday will be a pretty busy day with the sale launching and post and things that we'll have to keep up with. And I don't remember the exact start time here, but I'm gonna put it up here at the top. And I will put in the start time when I get closer. And I need to post the code to my Facebook group because there's a special freebie if you're a member of my Facebook group. So there's that. I need to make sure and get that ready to go for that morning. And we'll put, I guess my small deco down there on this because we, this may be a busy day as well. So I will start with orders as they come in and start cutting kind of right away and try to get as many out as possible because the shop is going to go back on vacation, back on a break as soon as the sale ends because we're taking a little step back. We're going from kind of a hustle mode mentality with my shop to a hobby mode mentality because I'm feeling slightly burned out and need a break. And I teach school and we'll be back at work very soon. So yeah, we're gonna have that happen here. All right, so what colors do we start with? We start with orange, yellow, green, pink, orange. So we can do some yellow and then green. Yellow. Let's try this little one with the, I'm not sure if these are perforated, these little ones with the bows. They could be, I think they are perforated, like to be headers, but I'm gonna use it as a full length one if I can keep it from tearing on me here. So let's give it a shot. And we'll go all the way across. Pulling it up will be difficult if I need to because those are perforated for page headers. If there's a perforation, I'm not sure. We're gonna just tear it with the cutter like where we want to tear it, and hopefully it doesn't come apart. Hey, look, it worked out okay. You know, those header washies were really cool. I don't know if that's even something she still offers. I get a Simply Gilded subscription box, and I do use it in my A6 Wonderland 222 like everyday carry, and I do use some of it in my teacher planner during the school year when I'm using that. And all I decorate in that really is the monthly, because in all honesty, in my teacher planner, that's all I use is the monthly. And then I purchase checklist pages to keep track of grading issues or grading things. So that one broke on its preparation, so we'll just pull the rest off there. All right, we need a line, a pink and a green and yellow, orange, I guess. Oh, we'll just go back to pink. I don't really know. Not really following any kind of pattern apparently, which is pretty par for the course for me. If you know, we just kind of haphazardly do this. If I spend too much time trying to make things perfect, then I stress about it. So a recovering perfectionist, have learned through years of teaching, I think, is what made me get better about that, was just to kind of be able to let some things go. So this is going to be plan sale day 2. Sorry if we're a little out of frame when I'm turning to write, but I can't write straight across like that. And then we're going to use the green. We'll use this tiny one with the, we'll use tiny again. Actually, let's use this other green color. We didn't use it earlier. Did we? What green did we use earlier? No, we did not. So let's use this other more green than blue kind of one, because I think it's pretty. And we'll just put a little bit of washi here. That one's mostly cut straight, so we'll do the same here. I need to add some deco to these 2 pages, and then we'll be done for that week. And when I come back and do weekly reflections and actions, I can always show you the last week and the next week's plan with me so that, you know, you can kind of see how everything wrapped up if that's something you're interested in. All right, we're going to use this orangish color, which kind of is orange. Pretty decent. Oh, no. I don't know where I wrote over the blue or the green with it. Oh, I bet it was from the ruler. Well, so we got a double colored here. That's fun. What can we cover that up with? I really hate to do the blue on that. I think we're just going to leave it. It's just going to be what it is because I think that blue was on that edge of the ruler and it carried over onto this marker. Oh, well, part of this fun time hobby that we do here, right? Just makes a mess. I don't know what I want to add here. Floral, maybe? Just kind of smaller floral here. And then I'll put another one over here on this side. Probably not a floral, it's fine. I'm going to use a little bit. Let's use this pull bag with things here. Okay. All right, so that's the week set up. We set up, I'll move this back. We set up this. We need to add weekly actions once we get the last week reflected on. And then we need to add more to-dos. After we go finish this week up, I'll move and migrate any to-dos that didn't get done over there, add any new ones that come up here. And then we did this week setup. So we have Monday, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and our two-tone Sunday. Looking pretty cool, right? Yeah, that's it for this plan with me. Thanks for watching. I would love it if you would like and subscribe. Click the little bell so you know when I post, so you can get some updates. In the next video, I will go through and show you the weekly reflection process. It's going to happen, where's that page? Weekly reflection is going to happen, not there. Weekly reflection here for the week of the 30th through the 6th. And then adding in the weekly actions for this week, the 7th through the 13th. We'll add those weekly actions in here. All right, and if you would like a video of me showing you every day as I'm filling in the daily pages, let me know, because that's something I could definitely do also. Okay, talk to you then. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.